Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to take a shot. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Makes the grab. To the 10. And he's got a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The give on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Caught. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Snagged in the middle. It's Allen.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off. Pressure coming.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them is just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing right. It's caught. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Boom. He caught it. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tomlinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Brings up 2nd down. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Working that wide receiver screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, better look out. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pocket breaking down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Big guy smells it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Hits the crease. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Central Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richmond. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The screen, and watch out. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll be brought down quickly. That's always the risk when you bring it out of the end zone. Do you make it to the 25 or not? This case, not. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Tomlinson. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosion.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They're trying to go to the slant. It's a quick hit play, not able to come up with it, incomplete.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Tomlinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Complete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands. And
he lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Throws toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Oh, he's got some space. Continues to fight for yards. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over the Groupers. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Complete out of the backfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before. Moves the chains.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. Base 27 jump. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll bring it out. It's Tomlinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But
turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
He's got him this time. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. At the 20. It's a country fumble, meaning there's a lot of open space, and that's what you do with it. Scoop it up and score with it. Touchdown.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Power football with the run. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Unloads it left. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a rush.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quarterback moving. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Full grab behind the line. It's Ross. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it has doesn't matter what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 29 over USF. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. And he makes the catch inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. Steps away to find some room. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. Plows through the defense. This is what you're looking for when you have the